Yo, hello everyone and welcome back to Dividend Investor. I'm back today with another portfolio update. Basically just going over my usual review of my Freetrade stocks and shares ISA. But before we get into the context of today's video, guys, if you could please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, I'm on a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers and I'm only around 100 or so subs off that now. So if you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash the subscribe button, leave a comment and like this video as well. So yeah, guys, it's been a while since I've done my last update, so you can see my portfolio. It's obviously got volatile a lot recently, but you can see it currently stands at £3,562.23. See the graph over last month, it's mainly up, had a few little ups and downs, but generally it does look up. If you look on the year, it gives you a better scale, so we've had quite a lot of rises and then big massive dips with all this pandemic going on around the world. But now, as you can see, there's been a slight rise recently, so we'll see where it's going, guys. The last 7 days, again, very volatile, up, major down, then mostly up again with a few downs. So I'm just going into each of my stocks, just showing you how much I'm up or down in each stock, letting you know also my watch list at the end of this video, going over just a few stocks I'm keeping my eye on. So let's just get into it now. So the first one is AbbVie. I've got 6 shares of AbbVie and I'm up 15.76%. AbbVie, well performing stock for me, up 23% in the last month. You can see in the last year they've had a lot of ups and downs, but still overall up 5%. The next stock is Verizon. I'm up just 1.17% with Verizon now on 8 shares. Again, up 16% in the last month. I'm down 0.34% in the last 7 days. Again, big company, Verizon. Even with this pandemic going on over the last 365 days, they are up. You can see the big dip where all this happened. A lot of the stocks at the moment are following the same sort of pattern on the graphs. Next up we have Colgate. I'm actually down 1.47% with Colgate. I have the 5 shares, but as you can see in the last month they're up just short of 20%. Overall in the year, again, the big graph, which all looks similar with a lot of the stocks I just said. But they've managed to recover a bit in the last month or so, which is good. Then next up we have AT&T. AT&T, one of my best performing stocks for a long while, who I was up around 20-30% in. I'm now down 4.76% in AT&T. They've had a slight boost. They're up 4.61% in the last 30 days, but still down 4.10% in the last week or so. You can see, guys, in the year they was up for a long time, up 27%, and obviously now down. So I could see this is a really good buying opportunity for AT&T. Definitely on my watch list for adding more positions with them. And then next up is Microsoft. Microsoft up. I'm up 24.15% with Microsoft. Microsoft doing fantastically well at the moment. You can see again up in the last 30 days, they're still up again at a further 18%. Down just a tiny bit in the last week or so, not too much there. They have 2 shares of Microsoft as well. Next up is KO, Coca-Cola. And obviously another dividend king. I'm down 1.61% with Coca-Cola. Another one who was one of my best positions in the last year. Been hit by the pandemic, as you can see there. But again, the low goes to around, see if this graph works properly. No, it's not having it, but the low was probably around below $40, but now sort of a bit of a rise back up to 45. Next up is Johnson & Johnson, up J&J, up 17.30% with them. 2 shares I own of Johnson & Johnson. I did a review of their dividend stock analysis last week. I'll link that in the description below if you want to check that out. Up 29% in the last month, and in the year up a whopping 10%, even with a big dip. Managed to claw back up to pretty much where they was, which is really good. Really solid company, Johnson & Johnson. Been around for a very, very long time. Next up is Starbucks. Starbucks down 14.96% for me. Not a little bit of a boost in the last 30 days, up almost 15%. 0.35 in the last 7 days, and overall in the year they're just down just under 2%. Again, another company I feel is very, very undervalued at the moment, Starbucks. Next up is Ford. Ford down almost 50% with Ford. I really think I should cut my losses with Ford, but I really don't. If I'm down that much in the stock, I'm really I don't really want to sell at the moment, being that much in the red. You can see they're down a further 9.65% in the last 30 days, and down a whopping 49% in the last year. Yeah, I own 36 shares of Ford. They've also cut the dividend as well, which is a really bad sign. But next up is rolled at Shell, 9 shares of Shell, and I'm down 41.46% on Shell. Oil price has obviously been tanking a lot recently. Actually went down to 0 in the UK. But I've put my faith in oil and gas, especially with a few diversified companies. As you can see, they're up 6.85% in the last 30 days. I own 9 shares of Shell as well. And next up is Pfizer. I'm up 3.45% in Pfizer. You can see Pfizer have grown 25% in the last 30 days. Good bit of growth for them. It's a drugs company. Same with AbbVie, it'll be quite spiking quite a lot at the moment. Obviously trying to find all these cures for the you-know-what disease. And I'm just the 4 shares of Pfizer. Then with Imperial Brands, I'm down around 18% with them. I have 7 shares. They're up 16.2% though in the last 30 days, so a nice bit of a rise. But overall in the year, you can see the graph is mainly down 36% from this time last year. Next is PepsiCo. PepsiCo, I have the 1 share with PepsiCo. I'm down 2.78% on them. But they're up around 19, almost 20% in the month. And just have the 1 share of Pepsi, I'm down obviously 2.78% overall. You look at Pepsi still in the year, they're still up 6%. Not as good as their original 16% that they originally was, but I do feel like they're going to be clawing it back. Next is Walmart. I'm up just under 13% with Walmart. I own just the 1 share of them also. Up 18% sorry, in the last 30 days. In the last year, up 25.4%, or 4%, sorry. They haven't really been affected by this at all, Walmart. Really good, obviously, a good solid company. Next up, BP. Once again, another oil and gas company. Have been tanking recently. As I said, with the same with rolled at Shell. I have 32 shares and I'm down 35.21% overall with BP. You can see they're down 4.64% in the last 30 days, up 2.8% last week, and over the year down a massive 44%. I do think companies like Shell and BP will bounce back. They have the financial clout to do so, and obviously I do believe they're looking for alternative energy resources as well, which could be key in the future. If not, I do think they'll be a bit screwed, but I don't think oil and gas is going anywhere in the next 10 to 15 years anyway. Next is Oriental Income. I'm down just under 18% with them. I own 33 shares. They're a investment trust. Managed to claw back up to the £2 mark in the last month, 4.65% up. But I'm still down overall with them. Next is British American Tobacco. 2 shares I own of them, up 0.76% overall. Tobacco company cigarettes up 12.14% in the last 30 days, down slightly over the year, 1.86%. Next is Intel. Stock I don't think I've actually ever been down in. They've always been up for me. I'm up 26.23% with Intel. You can see up a further 15% in the last 30 days, and overall they're up 1.65%. Even with the big dip, they're still above that minus mark. I own just the 1 share of Intel. Next up is HSBC, down just under 30% overall with them. Banks, obviously all banks in UK have cut the dividends for the rest of this year, which is a good sign, but they will be back. Banks will be back, so I wouldn't worry too much about that, especially if you're a long-term investor. Down 13.8% in the last 30 days. I have 11 shares, so yeah, if you look at the last year, they've absolutely tanked it. The highest they got was around £6, just under £7, yeah, £6.66, sorry. Then we have the S&P 500. I'm up 1.85% in. 1.85%, sorry. You can see the S&P 500 has been rising. Obviously over the last year it is down overall, just 0.53%, but obviously the S&P will always recover, as it always does, even stronger than ever. And just the 1 share of the S&P 500, Vanguard. The next is Lloyds, 136 shares of Lloyds, and I'm down 44.5% overall. Another one who's cut the dividend in the UK. down a further 11% in the last month. But anytime I get a bit of spare cash, I just usually plough it into Lloyd's, especially with the price they're at now, that are absolute record low. They reached a high when Brexit got announced of around 66 pence, 67 pence in December. But since then, it's not been good for Lloyd's. Next up is National Grid Utilities. I have 3 shares and I'm up 14.60% with them. They're down 1.5% in the last 30 days, which you can see in the year up 12.61%. Obviously, gas and utilities company. Obviously, everyone always needs to have gas and electric in homes, so it's a good stock to have. Definitely be looking to purchase more of National Grid. I think they're semi-annually paying dividend stock. Next is Wells Fargo, US Bank, just a 1 share in Wells Fargo, and I'm down 39.74%. Yeah, they're down 7% in the last 30 days. In the last year, down a massive 43.34%. Just a 1 share. Could be a good opportunity, obviously, to buy more, as they really are at a low, especially for the last 5 years. So Wells Fargo could be one to have. Next is Taylor Wimpey. Down overall with Taylor Wimpey, 16.3%, but they've clawed back around 30% in the last 30 days. Obviously, they're trying to get back up to where they was. I think the share price reached how much? Just let me have a look on the grid. There we go, it reached around £2.32, but since then it's tanked. So if they can get back to where they was, it'd be really good. Another possible buying opportunity here as well. Then my last stock is one I managed to time quite well, really, but it's a risky stock still. Carnival. Obviously, the cruise ships really tanked. As you can see, guys, the share price was £36, but they're down 79%, an absolute whopping amount. I managed to get in on them when they were £6. So obviously rose up since to just under 9. Again, it is a risky investment. They've cut the dividend for the year as well, but I'm still up 43%, so it's not a bad bit of time in the market with them. So yeah, let's keep a watch out for Carnival, guys. So I do think cruises, obviously at the moment no one's going on cruises or anything like that. The same with the airline companies, they'll be struggling also. So that's all the stocks on the portfolio, guys. So I've also got Oil and Gas UK, 111 shares pending. As literally it was, I bought 112 shares for 33 pence as it was 0 price. I'm not sure how that works actually. If someone in the comments could let me know. I don't know how it works if it's at £0, but I'm buying 111 shares for 33 pence. I also got a free share pending with Freetrade. Thanks to whoever signed up. I'll be leaving another link in the description below for a free share with Freetrade. So if you sign up and deposit just £1 into your account, we both get a free share of up to I think it's £200. Just have a look at my watch list now. So I've got Unilever, AstraZeneca, ExxonMobil, Games Workshop, MasterCard, Apple. Obviously, I'm not going to go for all these individually, but a few I'm looking at. Barrett. Obviously, I used to own Barrett. I did sell them probably at the wrong time, really. But again, they'll be clawing back up. Legal & General, Aviva, Redrow. Greencoat UK and Diversified Oil and Gas are probably going to be my 2 next purchases. Greencoat UK is a wind power trust, quarterly dividend paying stock also. I know they're going to ex-dividend soon, so I'll be looking to grab a few shares of them. And obviously Diversified Oil and Gas and Oil, another one who are going to ex-dividend soon. So yeah, guys, that is it for my portfolio update for today. I'm just going to say again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I need just around 100 subscribers to go to reach my goal of 1,000. So yeah, get subscribing if you haven't. Get in the comments, let me know what you think of my portfolio and the stocks and how they're doing, and if you own any of the same stocks also. Yeah, it's really engage with me, guys, and let me know. So on that note, guys, I'm going to leave you to it today. Enjoy. Bye.